Yo, what's on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm just be going over a bunch of the trades that we took during the week and how we came out green and secured a good amount of money. So, before we even start the video, man, I'm telling you right now, if you don't trade on a prop firm, I don't know what you're doing. It's 2025. Like, I really don't understand why you're not. It's just, in my opinion, trading on a prop firm is just way less risk. You need literally way less capital to make a lot of money. You can make way more money trading on a prop firm than your own money. If you have $1,000, all right, if you have $1,000 and you put that into a trading account, you will make nowhere near as much if you put that $1,000 towards funded accounts. With Top Step, you can get 5 accounts for $1,000 with the evals and the PA fees. So with those 5 accounts, you can make 1K a day if you just make $200 a day on each account. So you can make your entire account balance, that $1,000, if you put it into a separate Trade account, Webull account, Robinhood account. You can make that account value every single day just sizing correctly, super small, 2 to 3 MNQ, all you need to make $200 a day. It's very, very simple. I don't know what you're doing. If you're not trading on a prop firm, in my opinion, you're doing it all wrong. Right now, I'm trying to max out pretty much all prop firms. I got Top Step, I got My Fund and Futures, working on Apex evals. I mean, if you get 20 Apex accounts, that's 4K a day right there, $200 a day. One payout on Apex, that's 40K. I mean, you get 20 accounts, one payout of 2K, that's $40,000 in one singular payout. So if you're not trading on a prop firm, I don't know what you're doing. I just gotta go on that rant because I see people that don't trade on a prop firm that are trading their $1,000 account. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense. I know there's payout restrictions and things like that, but I mean, if you just follow the rules, you'll still be making way more money on a prop firm than using your own small, funded account. So, with that being said, this is how we started the week. So, I'm pretty sure this was a loss. So, this was a mistake by me because on these charts, all right, when you have these set up, you want to make sure the extended hours are off. And I was looking at the chart overnight, so I had to turn them on for a second, and I forgot to turn them back off during open. So that kind of screwed with me. And this ended up looking a lot better than it did because I did have the extended hours on. This 50, I'm pretty sure, looked a lot worse with them off. So yeah, this was a mistake by me because I'm pretty sure that 50 was pretty much slowed down, and this wasn't even a trade that you would have taken, but I had the extended hours on, and it kind of messed this up for me. So I ended up taking this 10 dip, and we ended up taking a loss on that. And then throughout the week, the puts, we beginning of the week we were bearish, but this daily 50, man, super strong area of resistance, and we reject this thing pretty much 9 times out of 10. When it comes on the chart, there won't always be a daily chart or a 4-hour, or not daily chart, a daily 50 SMA or 4-hour 50, but when there is and it's sloped down like this, it's a very strong area that we could reject from. And since these are puts, that ended up marking the bottom for us. I still had a thought maybe we go and cross, but that just didn't end up happening. This thing was just sloped down super hard. We didn't come up and tap it exactly, but we hit it up here, almost hit it up here, and that ended up marking the bottom in the market. And then this was just another trade that we took. It was a very simple trade. This was a negative cross trade. I don't think I bought this 50 dip because I'm pretty sure the market was neutral at the time, so didn't buy this 50 dip. I was waiting for that 10 SMA to be reclaimed to go long, but that didn't happen, and there was never a closure above there. So what we did do is take this negative cross. We broke below the 50, and then the 10 crossed below, and the 50 curled down. So it's the same thing with the normal cross. With the negative cross, this 50 SMA cannot be sloped up when you take an entry point on a negative cross. You have to wait for it to start to curl down, or be flat at least, to take the trade. It's the same thing with a 0DT cross. When you're playing this side a cross, the 10's got to go above the 50, 50's got to be flat or curling up. Negative cross is the opposite. 10's got to go below the 50, with the 50 being flat or curling down. So pretty much the opposite of a normal cross. And it's I always say this, man, it's way more than just the SMA's crossing. The 50 SMA plays a very important role in whether you take a cross or not. So you always got to be aware of what the 50 is looking like, if it's sloped up or sloped down, things like that. So you always got to be aware of what the 50 looks like when you're taking an entry. So if you don't pay attention to that, you're going to get burnt trading, just like playing these weird crosses. I'm telling you right now, if you don't trade the system the right way, you will not do well. And I see a lot of people that, don't trade it correctly, and they're just slapping trades. Maybe they'll get lucky on something, but, in the long run, you're just not going to do well if you don't trade the system the right way. And, I see a lot of people that try to add to the system. They have other indicators. They got VWAP, they got MACD, they got all this other stuff that they're combining with the system. And in the long run, that's only going to add confusion and like conflicting bias with your trading. I'm telling you right now, the system works and it's proven to work. I've been trading it for a long time. Colton's been trading it a long time. And, I really don't understand when I see people like try to add things to it. A lot of people think a million extra things into, your trading strategy is good. It's not. Like, less is more in this game if you want to make money. It's way, people think you need 25 confirmations to take a trade. If anything, that's just going to confuse you more because you're going to have these these confirmations, and then there's going to be these other ones where it's like, okay, this isn't setting up the right way, so it's like, I don't know what to do. And then, that's why the system is great. It's very simple. You're just playing SMA crosses, things like that. It's very simple, and it works, so just stick with exactly how to trade it the right way, and you'll be doing well. So, yeah, we took this negative cross right here on calls, so, this is a good thing that you could do a lot of the times. When we do get a negative cross, good chance it does run into the 50 SMA on the opposing side of the premium. So since this is the call side, negative cross, your final take profit is going to be this 50 SMA. Obviously, you're not going to hold the entire thing to the 50, but, leave runners up into this point, and right here is where you sell everything because that's the like make or break point. So, if it goes and crosses, great. You could re-enter puts in this case, but a lot of times it'll reject there, and then maybe it'll go and cross, or, if the puts or the calls end up getting pushed back and crossed. And this was another trade that we took. Another negative cross, I believe. 10-1 above the 50 here. I'm pretty sure the market was bullish at this maybe time. I'm not exactly sure. I know this cross I don't think was a valid trade. But yeah, we played the negative cross. Again, 10 went below the 50. 50 sloped down, and this played out very nicely. And then this was another trade we took. This was towards the end of the day on the 15th. So 10 went above the 50. All right, this was the only thing I was looking for because I know the market was bullish. And, again, when the 10 crosses the 50, that 50 SMA has got to be sloped up. So once we crossed right here, 50 wasn't sloped up at all. It was sloping up this entire time. Then once we crossed, it went down. So once we got this curl in here, I entered at the 10, cost some points. I think it was like 50 points at NQ. And yeah, that was towards the end of the day. Got a solid move. As you can see, this is the chart. I think this went all the way past like $3 a piece. But I trade futures, got like 50 points on that. And then again, market's bullish. I think this was on Thursday or Friday. Since we are bullish, this is a put cross, so I'm not taking this. I'm waiting for this chart to go negative to go long. And, since the market's bullish, I always say this, and we know the market's bullish because of this chart right here. 30-minute was crossed. That's how we know there's trend in the market. When one side of the premium is crossed on 30-minute, again, 50 SMA's got to be sloped up or flat for it to be valid, valid cross. Same thing like as a 0-day chart. But, when we're crossed on the 30-minute on calls, the market's bullish. When we're crossed on the 30-minute on the Friday puts, the market's bearish. So we were bullish at this time. You want to take trades in the direction of that 30-minute trend on the Friday contract. So, we just wait for this cross negative because most likely this cross isn't going to hold because the market is bullish. We're just going to wait for it to cross down. We got the cross down, and we got a nice move out of it. So, I think we got like 10 points on ES. It was a solid move. I'll take it. I know we waited all day for that setup. I think that was the only thing we took. And then obviously that 30-minute was bullish, and this was on Friday, man. Friday, textbook day. We got this cross right at open. There was no reason at all to be shorting. If you were shorting or someone was telling you to short, they don't know what they're doing, and you got to reevaluate your trading. But this is textbook day. 10 went above the 50 at open, waited for the pullback like towards this 10, and I just held this up until this point up in here. I believe I sold for like 60 points on NQ. NQ was a lot weaker, so if you took ES, you would have been up a lot more way quicker, but NQ was just the weaker link. That's just how it was on Friday, and unfortunately wasn't able to squeeze as much out of it. I mean, 60 points, still plenty, but I did have some drawdown to this 50, and I ended up averaging down right here because that's a make or break spot. And when we're trending on the 30-minute, you buy this 50 dip. When we're neutral, you do not want to be buying this 50 dip. So if that 30-minute wasn't cross bullish, you wouldn't buy this dip. So you would wait for the reclaim of the 10. That's how you trade in neutral market, but we are trending bullish, so you do buy this 50 dip. So like I said, we're bullish. You buy that 50 dip. This printed, I mean, there was good opportunity for longs throughout the day. All these dips right here you could have soaked up. Obviously, they didn't touch the 50 exactly, but I mean, 50 was trending up super hard. You could have taken like a starter position and still made some money. So yeah, Friday, really good day. But yeah, that's pretty much what we did throughout the week, and a little bit of a rant on the system. But I'll have a video up on Monday of the plan going into next week. Markets close on Monday, Martin Luther King. So I'll have a video on Monday of the plan going into Tuesday. And yeah, that's what we did throughout the week. Hope you guys are green. If you guys aren't, watch all the videos on the YouTube. Ton of information on how to trade the system. There's not a strategy better than the system, in my opinion. If you want to learn throughout the day, join the private down below. That's where I post all the trades that I'm taking, and you can just see the process throughout the day of like what I'm looking for, why I'm looking for it, and yeah, step-by-step process in there. But if you guys enjoyed, drop a sub. I'm out. Peace.